Let's talk about an epidemic that is attacking the nation. I'm not talking about AIDS or cancer. I'm talking about childhood obesity. According to the CDC in 2012, over 30% of children and teens are overweight or obese. That's a 300% increase over the last 30 years. According to thefreedictionary.com, an epidemic is an outbreak of a contagious disease that spreads rapidly and widely. That is what we are dealing with. Not a disease that is spread by bacteria or virus, but by learned behavior. I was once a product of this learned behavior. As a kid, I was healthy, but as a teen and a young adult, I struggled with my weight. I never knew how to eat right or exercise. By the time I was 23, I weighed 235 pounds, and I realized that something had to change. It took time, knowledge, and willpower, but eventually I lost weight. I'm not a size 6, but I'm healthy and I'm happy. Whether we are single parents, foster parents, step parents, new parents, grandparents, or not yet parents, healthy habits are a legacy that everyone can leave behind for the next generation. There is a way for all of us to do our part in changing the future. Over the next several minutes, we will discuss the growing problem of childhood obesity, what we can do about it, and why it will work. Many of us remember running around outside and riding our bikes and playing all day in the summer, sledding and building snowmen in the winter. That is not the case for many kids today. As I said before, childhood obesity has increased to epidemic proportions over the last 30 years. While more people are becoming interested in living a healthy lifestyle, the increase in convenience and technology has created a more sedentary way of living. Children are developing a habit of playing video games and watching television instead of going outside and playing. We might ask, what's wrong with that? Well, according to the NewYorkDailyNews.com, children ages 2 to 11 watch an average of 24 hours of television a week. That's almost 3.5 hours a day that they're not getting exercise, they're just sitting around watching TV. Lack of exercise as well as an unhealthy diet contribute to weight gain in children and adults. According to the Centers for Disease Control, childhood obesity increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, prediabetes, joint problems, and sleep apnea. Also, obese children are likely to become obese adults, which adds to all these risks an increased risk of many types of cancer. All of these health issues add to the rising cost of healthcare and health insurance, which is a problem for all of us. It's not too late to change our habits and in the process, change our future. There are many ways that we can help our children to be healthier. Many are pushing for better physical education and healthier lunch menus in schools. Thanks to popular demand, many chain restaurants now offer lower calorie choices and put the calorie amounts next to their menu options. Awareness of this problem is rising. However, the issue still lingers. The greatest way that each of us can ensure a healthier future for our children is to be good examples by exercising with our children and teaching them to make better food choices. In a study by Oregon State University, researchers found that parental encouragement played a key factor in children's physical activity and therefore their health. As parents, grandparents, and future parents, we have far more impact on our children's health than we realize. In a 2008 article published by Good Housekeeping, findings by Yale University confirmed that children whose parents exercise regularly and exercise with them have healthier body weights. So you see, parents can teach their children healthy habits simply by being a good example and making it fun by doing it together. By exercising with our kids, we are doing something good for them and us. So, how do we do this? First, we have to do an attitude check. How do we view exercise? If our children see us having a negative attitude towards exercise, then they will assume that exercise is not fun and adopt that same attitude. We all know that exercise can be fun, just to get out and go do something and get a little bit of movement. There are so many different ways we can do this, so let's talk about that. It's all about finding something that you and your child like to do and doing it together on a regular basis. And no, I don't mean watching TV. There are simple things everyone can do to get some exercise. We can go for a walk or a bike ride. Around the neighborhood, join a local sports team, play the We Fit together. We can jump rope. We can hula hoop. We can dance to music on the radio. We can go to the park or go swimming. My kids actually love to use the exercise equipment at the park near our house. Another simple change we can make is to eat out less often by cooking meals at home. You can also make meals ahead of time and freeze them, and this, as a bonus, will save you money. Swap out snack foods like chips, candy, and pop for healthier options like water, fruit, and veggies. Buy quick, easily accessible snacks like apples, grapes, and baby carrots. There are numerous freezer meal recipes on Pinterest, and websites like allrecipes.com have quick, easy menu plans. It really helps to plan your meals and activities for the week ahead of time. It might not be easy at first, but it will get easier. Let your kids see your positive attitude and enthusiasm about getting healthy. Talk to them about how good it feels when we eat food that's good for our bodies. Discuss how strong we feel after we exercise our bodies. Explain to them why we should take care of our bodies. Even if our children aren't overweight or obese, we can teach them healthy habits now to prevent problems later in life. Be consistent and don't give up. Someday, our kids will start making good choices on their own, and that is a big victory. If you don't have kids yet, start exercising and eating healthier now, so it will be second nature with your children. If your children are grown, exercise with your grandkids or your nieces. There are kids everywhere that need someone to model healthy living for them. As parents, we cannot expect anyone else to teach our children healthy habits. Yes, the schools should offer healthy menu options and more physical activity programs. Yes, the fast food industry should be honest about the fat and calorie content in their meals. But the ultimate responsibility for a child's future falls on the parents. I know a lot of us work full-time jobs, some of us are single parents, and we all have a lot on our plates. But shouldn't our children's health be a top priority? Childhood obesity is a dangerous disease attacking our children and threatening their future. We have the keys to change that future. As parents and authority figures, we have the power to influence our children's eating and playing habits. There is no better time than now to start our kids and ourselves off on a healthier path, teaching our children that the goal is not to be skinny or look good, but to be strong and feel good. As we live healthier, these things will be a natural byproduct of our commitment to a better way of life. We can't give up and we can't give in. Let's make a promise to ourselves and our children to make small changes now. That will make a big difference down the road.